For daily ask Reddit, teachers of Reddit, what student will you never forget? I teach at a prison. The first inmate I had graduate under my teaching cried when he looked at his diploma. He was the first in his entire family to graduate. It was quite the accomplishment, and I was very moved. I taught JED classes in a local prison to the men's SAP program. These weren't violent offenders, they were just addicts that got caught up. Totally the most rewarding position I have ever had in education. Seeing those men get their JED was incredible. One old man, he was a carny, that traveled the US his entire adult life, never made it past 8th grade, got his JED right before the virus shut everything down. He came and found me in my classroom and hugged me like a brother and thanked me. I still remember his full name. He made that much of an impression on me. He was due to get released a few weeks later. I really hope he's doing well. Big Mike. I'm a HS science teacher in an affluent suburb. We get this transfer kid in who is about 6 feet 8 inches, 350, long thin Hulk Hogan mullet, not bald though, and big glasses. Mike hailed from the hollers of Kentucky, thick southern accent, and was the most quotable kid I ever met. I hate books Mr. XXXXX, they piss me off. My grandma made me sleep on the porch because she cooked some veggies and I told her, dang it woman, where's the meat? I ain't never seen a pencil like this. Can I keep this and show my dad? Talking about a regular mechanical pencil. They threw me out of Golden Corral because I ate 8 of the mistakes they had. I was pissed. Next time I'm trying for 9. And we were supposed to have a fire drill at like 1:55 or some odd time. At 1:57 he went ahead and pulled it, honest to God, thinking he would help out whoever forgot. Not a teacher, but in my 5th grade math class, when my teacher called my name on the first day of school, she paused, lowered her glasses and asked, "Are you my uncle's name, son?" I said no, and she gave a huge sigh of relief and said, "Oh, thank God." This was over 20 years after she had my uncle as a student. I told my dad about that later that day and he laughed and said my uncle was quite a terror in elementary school. I had a 7th grader that was the biggest, happiest doofus. He actually was pretty intelligent, but he was such an open book and didn't put much effort into school that he came across as a bit of a fool. Other teachers treated him like a nuisance because he definitely was a distraction to other kids. He didn't try to be disruptive, he just was. But he lit up the room with positive energy and was genuinely happy to enjoy every moment of being alive. I didn't understand how his prior teachers were annoyed by him because he genuinely was a ray of sunshine and he made everyone a little happier by being in his presence. He was always smiling, always entertained by life, and it was contagious. Kind of like a human golden retriever. I helped him learn how to set school related goals for himself and take more of an interest in the things we studied, and he was so proud of earning his first A in my class. The reason I will never forget him is because I wasn't yet a mother when I taught him, and I decided then that if I ever have kids, I hope they will be as happy as Oscar is. I would try to encourage their sense of wonder and fun, above all else. The one who told me, "You really make me think." We are friends to this day and have the best conversations. It's the highest compliment for a teacher. I remember when I got a "your class is fun because you teach us how to think." The kids were talking about all of their classes, and it was sort of a throwaway comment because they were talking mostly about the classes that frustrated them. It was 11th grade /IB. It was the nicest compliment, even though he didn't mean it as one. I had a junior, 16 years old, in my high school science course last year peel the strip of metal off the side of a ruler and proceed to stick each end of it into an outlet and shock himself. I saw the sparks out of the corner of my eye and he jumped up, and his arm was in some significant pain. He said he did it because he wanted to see what would happen. Scientific method in action, I guess. I will never forget that. Numbers. Edited to shocked because he didn't actually die. Thanks for the heads up. I'm a professor, and I had a student who was a big dude, much older than the typical college student, like maybe 40, ex-military, and very stoic. We did a simulation exercise during class, where students had to make a decision about whether to race a car or withdraw from the race. Most students go forward with the race for a variety of reasons, but what they don't know is that this situation mirrors the decision that NASA made with the Challenger launch, which obviously exploded. After the exercise, the student came up to me and started crying and said it was the most impactful exercise he's ever done, and that when I have hard days I should remember that I made a difference for him. I almost started crying myself. It was a great moment in my career.